super sexy fragrances for women. So there are quite a lot of them, but I've chosen some that are a little bit off the beaten path, so you can really stand out. And as always, all the products I mentioned are available in the Amazon affiliate links down in the description below. So I'm going to start with the kind of OG, the original, just kind of ultra sexy fragrance for women, which is Obsession by Calvin Klein. Now, some people these days really hate this because they're not used to it. This came out in the 80s, and it was designed to be this super animalistic, super woodsy, kind of wild woman, super sexy sort of fragrance. And it accomplished what it was going out for. This was immensely popular in the 80s. And I mean, it's these days, considering that women's fragrances are generally very sweet and fruity and floral, this is very unique. Because as I said before, the primary notes here are various wood notes mixed with, musk and animalistic notes. So there's also some amber, I believe, in there. So it's just super heavy. It is relentless, super long lasting, 8 hours minimum, great projection. This is, if you want to stand out and you want to be kind of more of a mysterious, heavy, smoky sort of presence, then this is a good option. And it also has a little bit of sweetness, to maintain a certain feminine approach to things, I guess. But this is really nice. I like the strength of it. You don't need to reapply it. It's just going to stick around for as long as you need it. Then, going for something that is not quite as crazy as this, because this is pretty crazy, then I would say a more modern option is Black Opium from Yves Saint Laurent. So this, everyone knows this. This is very popular. This is primarily a black coffee fragrance. It has some orange blossom notes, a little bit sugary sweet, then, it's kind of toned down, some wood notes thrown in there. It is pretty well balanced. It kind of blends, more heavy notes with lighter, more sweet notes. Very feminine. This is commonly used as a clubbing fragrance for women, or just a party fragrance, in general. And the good thing about it, it is very, very strong. It is, again, one of those 8-hour types of fragrances. So, again, no need to worry about reapplying this as soon as you put it on. There is the danger of putting on too much and then you just kind of smell up the whole room. So, be careful when you put this on. But it is really, really attractive. It is, it just has a really nice smell in general, and it is kind of universally liked by men and women. So, again, good option if you want something more modern, still heavy, but on the sweeter side. Then, if you want something a little bit more for the daytime, not quite as intimidating, but still very attractive, light blue from Dolce & Gabbana is a really good option. This is, I would say, a really nice option for summer or spring. It's a little bit too weak for colder weather. It's primarily a citrusy green apple sort of fragrance, and it's very refreshing. It is very nice, kind of clean linen, just clean in general, very feminine as well. It's sweet, but more of a natural sweetness from, the fruit notes and things like that, so you're not going too crazy here. Also, the only downside this has is poor longevity. I would say longevity is about 3 to 4 hours, so not that great. You would have to reapply this if you really want that smell to stick around. But the smell alone is extremely attractive. It is, again, super feminine, kind of a classic feminine smell to it, and simple. If you want something that's more of a natural smell, you're not showing off, you're not putting this smell in someone's face, just something very natural, very elegant. It's a really good option. And as I said before, it has a certain crispness to it, which is really nice for hot weather to really cut through the high temperatures and humidity and things like that. So this is a really good option as well. There are different versions of light blue. This is the Eau Intense, so it's a little bit stronger than your typical light blue. But pretty much any option you get is going to be pretty good because they have similar notes and they accomplish similar things. Then, kind of in a similar vein, but off to the side, this is Gentle Fluidity. So I like this. I think this is a really, really attractive fragrance because it's unique. It's probably one of the most unique fragrances on this list in terms of how fresh it is. It's really fresh, but still extremely attractive at the same time. It has these amazing notes of juniper berries. Juniper berries are used to make gin, so if you smell gin, you know how sharp it smells. Extremely clean, extremely... At the same time, besides being very clean and sharp, it still maintains a certain naturalness to it. So, you know, you kind of get the idea of maybe ice, maybe some woodsy notes, maybe a fresh breeze. It's very fresh, just to say the least. Again, really good for as a hot weather option, or as just a general daytime option. You don't want to go crazy, you just want something that will make you smell really nice and fresh, but, you know, not too crazy. You're not going to fill up the room or anything. Longevity is better than light blue, but still pretty mild. I would say 4-ish hours, maybe 5. But in general, just the way it smells is very, very attractive. You know you're going to smell really nice and clean and fresh as soon as you put this on. So a good option for that. Now, the last one that I have is kind of the complete opposite of Gentle Fluidity. This is Ambre Nuit from Dior. So this is unisex, very strong amber fragrance. So the you know, you kind of got this very warm type of fragrance here. It has really, really delicious mixture of damask rose and pink pepper mixed with ambergris, which is a very heavy kind of musky note, and then some wood notes. So overall, you're getting this just wonderful, intense mixture of a little bit of sweet, a little bit of spicy, a little bit of woodsy types of notes, which compiles into just the best thing I've ever smelled. It's one of my favorite fragrances. Because it's so warm and a little bit spicy, it is extremely seductive, again for both men and women. Very strong. I would say 7 to 8 hours of longevity. Really good projection. It will definitely, you know, kind of travel across the room or leave a nice scent trail as you walk by. And it's just super luxurious. You know, being from Dior, especially being from one of its higher lines of fragrances, it is very luxurious. So those are pretty much the main options here on my list. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, of course, leave a like, comment, maybe subscribe. And I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.